Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. This Sunday, it's the first bridal show of the year, and it's at St. Anthony. Joining us in the studio is Natalie Combs with Green Thumb Nursery. And Natalie, welcome to the show.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
We are excited about, you have the first one out of the door. It's the bridal show at St. Anthony Community Center, which is like your fifth year?
I believe it's our third.
Okay, third year.
Yeah.
And what a fantastic place compared to a year ago. Really excitement there.
Yes, we weren't able to have the Bridal Expo last year due to renovations, but the renovations are finished now, and look out, it's gorgeous. They kept the fantastic terrazzo floor, added these beautiful chandeliers, redid the ladies' restroom, put in a beautiful dry stack stone area behind the bar, and put in a new bar. Gorgeous.
Well, I've been to many events at the St. Anthony Community Center in my life, and yeah, it's always been what the St. Anthony Community Center was. And then this summer, I had the chance to go there again, and I thought, holy mackerel, it's a whole different place.
Yeah, and the biggest thing I failed to mention was they removed the drop ceiling. So they exposed all the cool metal iron, I guess, girders or beams, whatever they are. So completely made the space feel taller, bigger, very modern. For a 50-year-old building, it's beautiful.
Yeah, don't let the outside fool you, because the outside still looks like it did.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
But the inside's just a really welcoming, nice place.
It is.
And so we're going to show it off this
Yes.
this Sunday for the Bridal Expo.
Absolutely. So like Bill said, it's this Sunday from 10 to 2, and I have 29 vendors coming. And so we'll go through the list of everybody. But basically, I just want folks to know there's also free soft drinks once you get inside the building. There's free admission. And if you don't know where the St. Anthony Community Center is, it's at 4665 South Cross Street.
It's easier just to find St. Anthony.
It is.
And you can find the community center. It's right there. Now, it's kind of a different time. 10 a.m., it's on a Sunday.
Yes.
10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Yes.
I like that early time.
We do too. The vendors, a lot of it's because of the vendors, and we also noticed there would be a lull in the afternoon, like after 2 o'clock, because I think we used to stay till like 3 or 4. There was a lull. Folks, they want to do their own things, so come early. You can go to 7:30 church, be there by like 9:30, quarter till 10. The doors will be open. Come in early if you like, and just have a wonderful conversation with these local vendors. That's non-pressure.
Yeah, now, and free admission. That's terrific. Okay. And it is Sunday from 10 to 2.
Yeah.
Who will be there? Because 29 vendors, that's a lot of vendors.
Yeah. I'm excited because it's going to be all different gamuts. And like we were speaking before we came on air, even if you are already married, or of course getting married, engaged, or if you're planning an anniversary party, a graduation party, those are just right down the road in a couple of months. Come here, because these vendors that we'll be talking about can offer you services for more than just brides and weddings and things like that. And this is a chance to speak to a lot of folks at one time, because everybody's busy. And sometimes these hours of these local businesses aren't conductive or conducive to your work schedule. So here they're all in one place, super easy. All right, so
let's run down who is going to be there.
Yeah. So as far as the florist, Green Thumb will be represented there. Sheila Stafford Design, Sheila, and also Huntingburg Greenhouse. So if you pair Sheila and Huntingburg Greenhouse together, basically those folks will offer you full wedding services. They'll do all of your setup for your reception. They'll do your tear down. Keith even offers like bridal bouquets that he'll make. Green Thumb will be there offering bridal bouquets. So 3 different florists or decorators that you can speak with and get that part going.
Now, I'm going to stop you before we get too far, because I guess we'll talk about when the St. Anthony gets there, because Friday night you allow people to come in the night before without charging it. But let's wait till we get to St. Anthony to start talking about that.
Fair
okay,
enough.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to stop you.
No,
okay.
You're good.
Caterers.
Yes, so that's awesome. You can come in on Sunday and sample their actual hot food that they will make. That's a special thing, because a lot of brides do want to taste the food. And if you're asking a caterer to make you a special plate for you and your groom so that you can sample beforehand, that's asking kind of a lot of them. But here you can come by at the St. Anthony Community Bridal Center Expo, oh my Lord, and you can sample Catering by Meyer, Happy Hour, and also the Happy Hour Bakery. Now, one other thing that Happy Hour will offer that nobody else will be offering is that they also have bartender services and liquor license, because that's something that you need to be thinking of for whatever venue that you rent.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then let's talk about the venue now.
Yeah. So St. Anthony, like we said, it's just newly remodeled, beautiful changes. St. Anthony does not charge for you to get in on Friday and do your decorating. Other event places are, and for whatever reason, St. Anthony does not. And that's awesome because it's not an extra charge for you to incur. They also make all of their food hot on site. So that means as soon as it's cooked in the kitchen, it's wheeled out to your dining tables and it's ready to go. And St. Anthony will have food samples available on Sunday. Patoka Lake Winery. Now they're coming as a kind of dual company there. They're also coming as the Patoka Lake Marina. And if I back up and talk about the winery, the reason they're there is that they have an event hall that you can rent for weddings. Beautiful. It's located right next door to like the winery. They also have winery suites that you can rent out.
For your honeymoon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Or even if just guests
sure.
are coming from out of town.
Right.
And so then if you talk about Patoka Lake Marina, they have an outdoor deck that you can have an outdoor wedding right there by water's edge. It's beautiful, and I think it holds up to 75 people. So that's rare and that's unique for the area. So please speak with those folks there. And then also the Celestine Community Club. They will have hot food on samples. You can ask them about how many guests you can have there and any other venue questions, but they'll be there as far as taking bookings.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then insurance was just kind of an odd thing, but it's important.
Yeah. I wish whenever I was shopping for insurance that I would have had my parents there. So think about this opportunity to bring your parents along with you, because we've all paid the premiums as parents and had to do our homework. So if you can bring your parents along and speak with Ryan Gelhausen with Erie Insurance and Debbie Allen from State Farm, it's a non-committal type thing. You're just getting a conversation going. You'll figure out what kind of insurance you need, but bring your parents along because they ask really good questions. So please check out those two insurance people.
Okay. And transportation?
Yes. So Cupid Travel and Redstone will be there. Cupid Travel is bringing 2 of their limos, so you can open up the doors, walk through there, check them out. Redstone is bringing 2 limos plus their Sprinter van. So this is your time to see how big a vehicle do I need, how much is rental for this. Awesome, because both of those companies are so easy to work with, and they're local. They're right here. Because something you need to think about, Bill, is if you're renting a limo from out of town, like Evansville or Louisville, you're paying for that charter leaving Evansville. You're paying for it to haul you around, and you're paying for that charter to go back to Evansville or Louisville. Where here, whenever they're in Dubois County, the charter is 15, 20 minutes.
Right.
That's huge at whatever hourly rate these things are happening.
And then engraving, letter cutting, well, how would you use them?
Okay, so those 2 companies coming for the St. Anthony Community Center Bridal Expo is Crystal Water Designs and Hoosier Laser Graphics. So if you have the mugs for the wedding party, or maybe you want to get a cool flask for the guys or the ladies, you could put their name on it, and so this is custom laser cutting.
Okay.
I can't talk today.
That they can do just for your wedding, because you give a gift to everybody in the wedding party.
Yes. Or sometimes it's a kind of a reversal. Sometimes the parents are looking for something that is completely personalized, and this would be an item that you get from Crystal Waters or Hoosier Laser to give to the bride and groom.
Okay, excellent. And then gift ideas, we kind of talked about that.
Yes. So Totally Blasted. That is a company out of St. Anthony. They're actually right by the community center. And they are doing rock carvings. So think of a neat, unique gift for a bride and groom or an anniversary, because sometimes you have a 50th wedding anniversary rolled around and you're like, what do I get them? These folks will custom engrave a rock, so it can say the bride and groom's name or the anniversary couple, whichever. So they will have rocks on site. They can give you pricing for what that'll be, and that's a really nice gift. It's kind of thinking out of the box.
Right, okay. And then MAS Whatnots.
Yeah, so Whatnots can bring to the table embroidery, screen printing, banners for the wedding or even like an anniversary, and custom graphics. And then along the same lines would be the print shop and Beer Gear and More, which is located out of Hettinger Beverage. So they too can provide banners, posters, even big canvases. If you had a large picture that you wanted of the bride and groom or of an anniversary or birthday party, they can do that for you as well.
Okay. And Chocolate Bliss. Great ideas from them.
Right. So not only on like the customized, like let's say you want to do truffles for the wedding, they also have an entire section of their store around the square here in Jasper where they're focused on kitchen gadgets. Any young couple starting out, this is a great place to register, get some of those unique kitchen items. You're shopping local, and Anne, the owner of Chocolate Bliss, can walk you through and get you anything that you want for your kitchen.
Now, you know, the one thing you have to think about is formal wear. You're going to need something for the guys to wear, tuxedos.
Yes.
And you're going to need, obviously, something for bridesmaids and yourself, the bride.
That's right.
Oh, and the groom. I guess we can't leave him out.
And the mother of the bride.
Oh, and the mother. Okay, yeah. Wow.
It's everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
So represented at the St. Anthony Community Center Bridal Expo will be Beth Carter. She always brings a wonderful display of different dresses. And like we said, it's not just the bride. She will have some wedding gowns on there. She'll also have some bridesmaid dresses, but she also has mother of the bride dresses. So check that out as well.
Okay. And then jewelers, and then you got travelers. So let's start with jewelers.
Okay, so Dysinger Jewelers of Jasper will be at the St. Anthony Bridal Expo. They always bring a beautiful display. They will have actual jewelry on site. They can probably size you, because a lot of people don't know what size, you know, their fingers are. And they usually do a really wonderful giveaway. So make sure you check out Dysingers. And as far as travel, we have Ambassador Travel and Jackie's Travel. Now, I've always said, because some people, I think, like to throw travel into the category of do-it-yourself, and I don't recommend that, especially on your honeymoon. If this is your first time leaving the country and you hit a snag and something goes wrong, you can phone these people at Ambassador and at Jackie's and be like, look, I'm in trouble. Yeah. Work out another flight for me, or the hotel is overbooked, or whatever the case may be. That's their job. They figure it out for you. And so when you put all of that on yourself and don't use a travel service, you're now having to figure it out. Mm-hmm. So I do ask that, and the brochures that they bring. Their tables are loaded with wonderful, informative brochures of where you can go have your honeymoon.
Give you ideas that you may not have thought about.
And they've been there.
Yeah.
These ladies have actually taken the trips to these locations, and they know where the nice spots are.
Now, every wedding, there's a photographer or a videographer. Let's talk about that.
Yes, and I'm excited about these three. So we have Megan Pramunda, we have Studio Expressions by Jessica, and we have Mariah Edwards. I know that these ladies will all be bringing actual photos so you can see their work. And don't just think of them for a wedding. Think of them, once again, for anniversaries. Mm-hmm. Maybe you have a child's first birthday. Maybe you have a family portrait you want to get taken care of. These three ladies can knock it out of the park for photography.
Okay. And videography?
Yes. And I was thinking too, you know, when you're talking about photos for the wedding, this is one of the items besides your wedding gown that you will have for the rest of your life. So to pick out a good photographer, and these people are great photographers, that's an important aspect. Videographer. So Jim Baugh is the owner of First Take Video. He always has a little, he'll bring his a little computer along. He shows his work. He's been in business a long time, very professional and very easy to talk to.
Okay. And then a DJ.
Yeah, so Boogie Tunes will be there. They'll also be emceeing the event, because they'll go around to each vendor and just kind of ask good questions. Mm-hmm. But Boogie Tunes offers so much. Those folks, I had just asked Ty, they've been around since 1993. They're reliable. They show up when they say they're going to show up. They bring up lighting if you need that for your event. And I think Ty said they have over 40,000 songs.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And they know what's popular. They know what's going to get people out there on the dance floor and get moving, because you've all been to weddings where it's like crickets are chirping, nothing's going on because nobody's dancing. Mm-hmm. That's awful. So Boogie Tunes will get it going for you.
Yeah, they'll make it happen. And then, the groom, not the groom. Well, I guess maybe the groom.
Maybe.
Okay, maybe the groom. But the bride, for the most part, and bridesmaids need to be thinking about the beauty aspect.
Yes. So right down the road, we have the lovely, talented Revive Body Works. That's Michelle Verkamp. So she is available to speak with for massage, maybe different body treatments, facials before the weddings, and even waxing like eyebrows or other parts. Okay. And then Amber Berg Horney is representing Rodan and Fields. That's a whole skincare line. Basically, any questions that you have for that, she can get you a regimen going that you can start using before the wedding. Wonderful, informative lady Amber is. And then the shop on 13th. That's located in Ferdinand, but of course she'll be at the St. Anthony Bridal Expo, and her name is Andrea Schnaus. So she'll be doing live hair demonstrations. In the hair care world, there's so many things that you can do, and please don't try to do that yourself, because your hair is going to be in all the pictures. Everybody's looking at you, the bride or the bridesmaid. So Andrea is a wonderful person to ask about what's trendy, what should I be doing.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is all coming up Sunday.
Yeah.
The first bridal show of the year. It's a great bridal show. The St. Anthony Community Center Bridal Expo. I had to look down too to make sure I got the name right.
It's
St.
a
Anthony Community
mouthful.
Center. It's really easy to find. The nice thing about St. Anthony, pretty well the center of the county.
Yes.
So it's convenient for everybody.
Yeah.
So stop by Sunday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Whether you're in a wedding or planning a wedding or not, it's a great opportunity to go and just meet some of these vendors. 29 vendors.
And I totally forgot to mention St. Anthony, as soon as you walk into the door, I will have a booth set up. You can enter to win one free hall rental. So if you're thinking of having your wedding there, fill out a couple name cards, drop it in, and we'll actually draw that day. So if you're looking to rent out St. Anthony, you might as well put your name in the box.
Oh, yeah.
And even if you're just curious about the new upgrades to the building, stop in. There's just so much going on.
Big event going on Sunday. Thank you very much. Natalie Combs with Green Thumb Nursery has been our guest. She will be at the St. Anthony Community Center with everybody, with 28 other vendors.
That's right.
The St. Anthony Community Center Bridal Expo is this Sunday, 10 to 2. Thank you for watching WJTS. We're local people watching local people.